welcome back to Question Time here at City South. So today we've heard from the candidates for Vice President Student Engagement and the Disabled Student Officer candidates as well. Now we move our attention to the Ethnic Minority Student Officer candidates. There are two candidates running in this role. They are Raja and Ridwan. Their manifestos can be found online, bcusu.com. The Ethnic Minority Student Officer is there to raise awareness of issues and student opinions relevant to ethnic minority students. So we start with the 1 minute speeches. Raja, your 1 minute starts now.
Hi guys, I'm Raja Amir Khan, and as you know, I'm running for the Ethnic Minority Officer role. Although it's a part-time role, my aim is to be open to everybody. You can come and contact me via email, social media, or you can come see me face-to-face. I'll come around different campuses every so often. I'll post it on social media so you guys are aware when I'm going to be coming. And I feel like it's not your ethnicity that should define you. It should be your skill, your persistence, and your character. Basically, that's what I want to voice.
Okay, thank you very much. Do get your questions in online. You can comment them on the Facebook live stream or hashtag represent !, hashtag get set to stand. Okay, how would you begin to tackle issues around the BME attainment gap?
BME?
Yeah.
Do you know what BME stands for? Sorry.
So I believe the acronym Black Minority Ethnic.
Black minority?
Yeah.
Minority ethnic, okay.
Yeah. So how would you begin to tackle the issues around the attainment gap?
The attainment gap? Is that academic or?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's the gap, sorry?
So
I don't really understand.
So research shows that BME students sometimes tend to perform at a lower standards to white British, let's say. So how would you start to begin to tackle the issues around that?
Right, well, one of the ways is I regularly meet with societies to see why that is as a start, and then just raise speeches, motivational speeches into why we should be more focused on education rather than other things that might distract people. And I think that there should be more put in place from the university to help encourage people to study and, yeah.
Okay, any questions from the floor?
Any questions?
Yeah. We'll go to there. We'll just get a microphone. Do, like I say, do keep commenting questions, and we'll get around to answering as many as we can.
Thank you so much, Tom. What sort of things are you thinking of doing when you will become Ethnic Minority Officer?
You mean events or?
It can be anything. What sort of anything? Maybe events, maybe campaigns, maybe anything.
Okay. Once, obviously, people start contacting me, if I become the Ethnic Minority Officer, I will go around and start campaigning for them, help raise awareness. If they have any issues, I'll take it to the union, make sure changes are made, and work with the university to basically voice their opinions and voice their issues and help them feel like part of the university life and part of the family.
Okay. We'll come to another question in a second from the floor. What experiences do you have that showcase actively learning about different ethnicities and cultures?
What experience I've already...
Yeah, what experience do you have that showcase actively learning about different ethnicities and cultures?
One thing I did do whilst I was at university, I'm only a first year student, bear in mind, I went to one of the society meetups, and I've never really known much about the Sikh society before. So I went to something called a Langar. It's basically a charity event, and I never even heard about it before, even though I went to Handsworth, and I'm from quite a mixed, diverse background, but I still didn't know about it, and that's what I'd like to show people that there's a lot of good things that different societies and different ethnicities do that we haven't even heard of because we've never tried to engage. And another thing I've done is I was a peer in the National Citizen Service, the challenge. That's basically 15 to 17-year-olds. They go out and do different activities. It's basically to enhance people's skills and make them more diverse. So it's a load of different people from different backgrounds, and it's to get them used to being with people from different backgrounds. And I was a mentor also after I completed the course, after I completed the event, I was a mentor for them to help them. It's kind of like an opening mind exercise to open their minds into thinking differently. So.
Okay. Question from the floor. Yeah, will come. Do keep questions coming in. They are really, really good. We'll try and get around to some of those in a second. Oh. So we'll get a microphone to you.
I think I'm loud enough, but yeah, okay. This is a difficult one, but are you aware of, in the news, there was a Muslim ban happening in the Birmingham recently. What are your thoughts about that? Like, would you take any actions to kind of kind of ensure the Muslim students in BCU, which is one of the ethnic minority, I believe? Yeah, what would you take action about that?
Well, one of the actions I would take is that although there have been certain bans and certain things happening in the political world, I feel like the students shouldn't feel directly, they shouldn't feel like it's going to affect their university life. It's yeah, but I feel like political issues don't define what you can and can't do, in the sense that they're not. It was a ban that was only put forward. It hasn't been taken, like, action hasn't been taken place. So you should just feel like you're part of the family in the university, and we will fight for your rights by going to the union and yeah.
Okay. Just want to clarify, there is no Muslim ban. How will you get all diverse groups from all different backgrounds together?
Sorry?
How would you get all diverse groups from all different backgrounds together?
All diverse groups?
Yeah, so how will you get all the diverse groups of people from all different backgrounds together?
Well, one way I would do it is by campaigning and opening up events where people can mix together and take part in activities and embrace them being individuals rather than just part of a certain ethnic minority. So people knowing you for what you are, not just who you might be seen as.
Okay, brilliant. Would you introduce and educate ethnic minority issues to team leaders, group leaders? Yeah, would you do that? And if so, how would you do that?
Introduce?
So would you introduce and educate ethnic minority issues to group leaders? So to society leaders, would you educate them on ethnic minority issues?
Yeah, definitely. So anybody that's emailed me, I would go around to each of the society leaders and tell them what the main issues and disputes that have come to light to me, to them, and then train them on how to deal with it.
Okay, brilliant. We'll leave that one there. So check out all the manifestos online, bcusu.com. Coming up in exactly 10 minutes' time, I'm going to call it at 20 to 4, we will have the presidential candidates here. So make sure you spread the word for that. Get your questions in as well. #represent, !, #get set to stand. 10 minutes exactly, we'll be back.